Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jess MD. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are watching an episode of Shrinking. We are starting with season 1, episode 1. This show has some of my absolute favorites. It's got Jason Siegel, it's got Harrison Ford, it's got Krista Miller, Jordan from Scrubs. Y'all know I love a Scrubs episode. So with that said, let's jump right in.
It's 3 in the morning.
I'm sorry, that's awful. I'm awful. We're gonna keep it down. I'm gonna tell them, hey, we're gonna be quiet.
Okay, whatever.
What's in the bowl, Jimmy?
Just pretzels.
The other bowl.
Adderall. Maybe some painkillers.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's definitely some painkillers. You know what? I'm gonna turn this down.
Turn the music off.
I'm gonna turn off the music. That's what I said.
Ooh, alcohol, painkillers, Adderall, not a great combination. You've got some stimulants, you got some depressants, not a great combination.
Oh, their bathing suits look like underwear, but they're bathing suits.
Good to know.
Hi, I'm Kiara. What's your name?
Let's not worry about it.
This is Liz. And Liz, this is
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay.
We're gonna pack it up.
Okay.
Hey, let's pack it up. Liz wants us to pack it up.
Liz is momming so hard right now. Like the death stare without saying a word. Classic mom.
Sorry if I kept you up last night. Alice.
Same old shit, bro.
Bro.
Liz is giving me a ride.
Oh, hey, would you tell her? Okay, bye.
Damn, the man looks like he's struggling hard. Honestly, with the amount of drugs and alcohol that he had had just a few hours before, he probably isn't sober yet and probably shouldn't have been driving his car anyway.
Wow. Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. Steven. What's on your mind today?
Wait, is he the therapist? I love the little misdirect they just did there, but holy shit, he should not be practicing any sort of healthcare because he's probably still high and or drunk. Both, I don't know.
He said if it weren't for my great tits, no one would want to take care of me, so that's almost nice.
It's not nice.
I know, but he loves me.
Not enough. Grace, we've been doing this for 2 years. 2 years of your life. I have never seen a guy tell a woman that she is dumb and lucky she has great tits and thought to myself, wow, they must really be in love. And you keep telling me how great he is. Well, I saw him. He's not that great. His muscles are too big. His shirts are too tight. Nobody likes that. It's gross.
Whoa, that was a lot. Therapists are not supposed to explode like that. They're supposed to keep those feelings to themselves and hear out their patients and help them come to their own conclusions. But he was clearly struggling with even hearing out his patients before that. He looks like he's insanely depressed, going through something really major. And for a second, it seemed like maybe even withdrawing from the drugs he did overnight. Just a little bit.
He's not working on it. He doesn't intend to. He's made you think it's all you deserve. It's not. Just fucking leave him.
It's not that easy.
It is that easy. You don't have any kids? Just go to your sister's in Vancouver.
Okay, I am not a therapist and therefore have not had any official training in specifically being a PhD level psychologist, but I am pretty freaking certain that that is not how you do it. He's clearly going through something major and having a tough time separating his own frustrations from that of his patients, but you're not really supposed to be telling people what to do in therapy like he is. There's a difference between kind of soft advice and just flat out saying, you should leave your husband. I think a better way to approach it might be something like, I'm concerned for your safety. Here are things that maybe pay attention to and consider if this is the right situation for you.
There's something on your mind, Paul?
That's too much water.
Okay, look at me. The skin is DAF, dewy as fuck. If I drink one of these a day, all my migraines are gone, my bad knee's now my good knee, I'm nicer to my friends and family. You gotta get on board. Do you know what percentage of yourself is actually made of water?
I know what percentage of me doesn't give a shit.
Okay, well that's the dehydration talking.
I already love her. She's amazing. And also, fun fact, about 60% of the human body is made up of water. That can actually range from like 45 to 75%. Different organs have different water content. So like the bones are a bit drier than say the kidneys or the skin, but drinking enough water every day is extremely important.
Hey, you know what I was thinking, Paul?
Is it about how you're just doing it normal style?
What? What are you thinking?
You guys ever get so mad at your patients that all of a sudden you just want to shake them?
Well, we don't shake them.
No, I know. I'm rooting for them. I am.
Funny how the old, wiser doctor did not admit to whether or not he feels like he wants to shake his patients and gets mad at him. He just said, well, we don't do it, whether or not we feel that way.
You ask questions, you listen, you stay non-judgmental, and you don't make that face.
Sorry. It's just, look, we know what they should do. You know why? Because it's pretty fucking simple. I get sad when I do this thing. Maybe don't do that fucking thing. We know the answer. Don't you ever want to just make them do it?
Great idea. We just rob them of their autonomy, any chance they have to help themselves, right? And we become what? Psychological vigilantes?
I fucking love Harrison Ford's character. He's spot on. Yeah, you don't make people do anything. You don't tell people exactly what they should be doing. You can guide them. You can talk to them and hear out their problems and be non-judgmental, as he said. But you do not just tell them what to do and be a psychological vigilante. I love that phrase. I almost want to coin it, except Harrison Ford and Apple have coined it first.
Hey, J-Bone. Where are you going?
I was actually heading home. It has not been my best day, so I'm gonna take a bath. I moved a TV in there so I can watch movies.
That's cool. You live in the dream. I love that for you.
Literally just had this conversation with my husband literally yesterday. He wanted to put a 50-inch TV in the bathroom so that we could watch TV, watch movies from the bathtub. And now I'm starting to think that wasn't such a bad idea.
I need to ditch a referral on you. Okay, this is easy peasy. Young soldier, worked overseas, was discharged 6 months ago. He does keep getting busted for assault, and his parents are very worried.
That's not easy peasy.
Come on, I saw like 1,000 patients today, and I cover for you all the time.
I'm really pretty psyched for my bath movie. I've never seen the original Home Alone. You're just gonna keep staring at me until I do the right thing?
Yep. I don't know about this clinic in particular, but usually you can't like pawn off your patients on someone else. Usually people schedule specifically with a specific healthcare provider, a therapist, a doctor, whoever. So it's a little weird to me that she's just like, hey, take this person, because I don't think that's necessarily how scheduling there works, or maybe it does in this clinic. I don't know.
Why don't we start by you telling me why you think you're here?
Bar fight, court ordered anger management, blah, blah, blah. Man, it's really not that big of a deal. I got into a couple bar fights. They called the police and... Are you yawning?
No.
Did you just yawn? The fuck am I even doing here, man?
Okay.
Do not yawn when your patients are talking. That's just disrespectful, and I think you lose a little bit of that doctor-patient or therapist-patient relationship because they are clearly boring you if that is the case, or at least they think so. In this case, this guy didn't really sleep, and he went straight to work after taking painkillers, taking Adderall, and drinking a bunch of booze. But his patient doesn't know that, and probably shouldn't.
I was yawning. I'm sorry. It's not because of you or because of your story. Please go on.
Whatever, man. Can I go?
Yeah. Of course. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So just a rough interaction overall. Also, though, if it's court-ordered anger management, can he go? Is he allowed to go? I mean, like, he's not in jail or anything, right? But I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be there for a certain amount of time. I don't know much about court-ordered therapy or anger management.
Hello.
You're my bushes.
They're really well kept. Is it topiary? Is that what that's called?
I don't fucking know, Jimmy. Some guy does them.
How's Alice doing?
You okay, Alice? She's fine. She's fed. She did her homework. She just had soccer practice.
Soccer started?
Yeah. Soccer started, and she's killing it. I'm sorry, I have to ask, is this you forever?
I don't know.
When people are going through phases of life change, whatever's going on that looks like it was his wife at some point, and that's his daughter that is in the neighbor's house, it's so hard to keep up with doing all the things that you normally do when you're not insanely depressed because something big is going on. Other people may not necessarily be helpful or accepting, or they're just over being helpful and accepting, and it's a really, really hard situation to be in.
Jimmy, Alice is amazing. And before you know it, she's gonna be gone to college, and you're gonna wish you hadn't screwed it up so bad that she never wants to come home.
I think I may have already done that.
Ah, well, fuck it then. Get back in the game, dude. Come on.
She's totally right. I don't know. I feel like unless you do something completely egregious, like, I don't know, murder or something, there's always a chance to fix things.
I support trying to connect with Alice.
But don't force it. Won't work.
I don't know. She loves omelets, so I think it might work.
Feel free to call me first thing in the morning.
And tell me I'm wrong. That's what I live for.
I do appreciate... Oh, no. Okay, I have to go. Bye.
Dipshit.
I love that his partner is kind of sort of being a therapist to him.
I'm glad you came back.
I didn't have a choice. I told my dad that you suck balls, but then my mom said she didn't know what else to do, and then she started crying again. So here the fuck I am.
You're right. Last time you were here, I did. I sucked. I sucked on balls. But I want you to know, I'm normally very good at this. That should be off. I'm sorry.
The man apparently knows his worth. Yes, your phone should definitely be on silent, my friend. And look, he wasn't drunk or high, and he actually seems like he's interacting with his patients a little bit better, at least just this one.
I have to take this.
Of course you fucking do.
Grace, hi.
I did it. I left him. I'm at my sister's.
I am so proud of you. Listen, I can't talk right now because I'm with a patient. He's sort of mean mugging me.
Hey, man, what the fuck am I, Ice Cube?
I'll call you back. I promise.
Okay. Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so it sounds like he got some positive reinforcement from his patient that his little blow up helped. Still not super appropriate, but all right, moving on from that. Also, usually therapists don't give out their number for patients to call them. I've never had a therapist that has given me their number to call them directly. Let me know down below if you are a therapist or you've had a therapist give you their number. I'm actually genuinely curious.
Okay, look, I'm gonna level with you. Last time you were here, I was probably a little high and drunk from the night before. I've been going through some shit. But look, Sean, you and I, we have to talk about this. This is not somebody who got into a no big deal bar fight with you. This is somebody you kept hitting over and over, even after they were unconscious. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, at least he admitted to being drunk and high during that visit. He probably shouldn't have come to work that day. Also, though, that was a pretty impressive transition to, okay, dude, we've got some issues that we need to talk out. I have some of my own that I'm clearly working on at the moment, but also you're here so that we can work on your issues. And this one is a big issue.
You trust me, Sean?
Fuck no.
Doesn't matter. I'm a psychological vigilante.
You a what?
Let's go find you someone to beat up.
Wait, what?
Don't do that. Don't be a psychological vigilante. It is not the right thing to be doing. Please no.
Hey, my friend Sean here would like to spar.
Okay, Sean, you got this. Don't let him know we're scared. Look at him. Don't look at me. He's just trying to get in your head. Yes, there you go. That's it. Get him. Get him. Yeah. Oh, fuck, he can use his feet. Sean, he's using his feet. He's gonna use his feet the whole time, I bet.
I know that.
Use your rage!
He was just really fast.
Honestly, that is a very creative way to help him get some of his rage out. The question is, what is setting him off, and is it something that he can channel here, or does he need more therapy? I think he probably needs more therapy, as honestly we all do.
Listen, why aren't you answering my question?
Because the shit with Sean is so unethical that I feel like an accomplice just listening to you. So I'm gonna focus on my shit and not on whatever the fuck that is.
She's spot on. Sometimes you're like, whoa, this is a lot. I do not want to be hearing this. I do not need to be hearing this. And so I'm going to pretend like I'm not hearing this.
Oh, shit. Wow, Paul. That's creepy.
Sit down, Jimmy.
Is this going to be a fun talk?
I just got off the phone with Sean's father. He said he came back from your session with a broken tooth.
So not a fun talk.
Not for you.
I guess one thing led to another. Like, there's no way that I make Sean fight cage matches if I hadn't already forced Grace to leave her husband.
What? Wait a second. What did you do?
That is quite a bit going on there. And yeah, do not be a psychological vigilante. It's not going to end well. I get where he's coming from, right? Like, he's found a way where he feels like he has a spark back and he feels like he's helping people. But also, when you go through professional training and you know what you're ethically supposed to do and not do, just don't do the things that are not ethical. Like, it's not worth losing your license over. It's not worth any of that. Just don't do it. There are definitely ways to help these people without doing all the unethical things. It may be a little bit harder to reach them initially, but I guarantee there are ways to help while still maintaining your license.
Look, kid, I'm worried about you.
I get that. I understand that this year I have been not great. I think I'm onto something. If you could just let me keep going.
Are you even trying to be careful? Huh? Or are you just gonna burn your career and take me down with you?
Coin flip. Sorry.
Is it just me, or is it very clear that Jimmy is still screaming out for help? Like, the response of coin flip, clearly he doesn't actually care about burning his career, or at least right now. I'm sure long term he does, but right now in the state he's in, he doesn't. And especially if Paul has known him for a while and has seen that he's actually an excellent therapist, I'm assuming, and now this is happening, like, clearly Jimmy is crying out for help without actually saying,
I need a whole hell of a lot of help.
Sorry, Paul, that was a stupid joke. I get,
Hey, could you just give me 10 seconds of silence and let me think about this?
Yes, absolutely. Of course, Paul. That'll give us both a chance.
Can we start now?
Okay, I see it now. Paul is working on helping him also in his own way. That's probably going to be a very beautiful storyline.
What makes you happy?
Blue slushies.
Me too. But seriously, when was the last time you were happy?
Every time I remember being happy, I get pissed because I see where I'm at now and I know that that time is gone and I ain't getting it back.
I think that's coming from a very depressed person's mind. That doesn't mean that he's not ever going to be happy again. He just definitely clearly feels that way right now. Also, though, they are essentially doing therapy way out in public, and that is also wrong. Like, this is something that needs to be discussed in private because this is a therapist and patient interaction. Is there anyone else out there that's like, oh, this feels a little icky to me? Like, this should be a conversation kept in private. No? Just me? Okay.
My wife died. Yeah, she got killed in a car accident. Last time I saw her, we were in a fight, so it was pretty brutal. Sometimes a really great memory of her will just sneak up on me. It's usually like a dumb little thing, you know? And when I come out of it, it's just so awful here without her.
Well, shit. That's a lot to be dealing with. Sounds like that is still pretty fresh for him, and he's dealing with a whole hell of a lot. And as a healthcare provider, you know that you just have to set aside your stuff and be there to help your patient. But when you're dealing with something this big, sometimes you just need to step away because holy hell, that's a lot. This is probably also a little triggering for me because I too have lost some really, really close loved ones in car accidents. So it's something that a lot of the population has dealt with, right? Like losing someone in a car accident. It's a lot. It's a lot to go back to work and have to focus on other people when you're still deep in that darkness. It's just a lot to compose yourself when you're just feeling that despair. Okay, here we go. We cried again. All right, moving on.
You supposed to be telling me this shit?
Definitely not.
You know, I think that's actually the one place where he probably did it right because he's really genuinely connecting with his patient. It's okay to share things about yourself with your patients. You're human, and it humanizes you to your patients when you're like, yeah, I struggle with some shit too.
Hey, have you seen my jersey?
I have. I washed it for you.
This isn't enough. What you're doing. You've been walking around for so long acting like it only happened to you, but it happened to us. It happened to me. And I've been dealing with it on my own because I had to. So please don't think that blueberries and washing a shirt is enough to make me forgive you for all of that.
Woof. When there's a big trauma that happens to a family, yes, everyone is dealing with it, and God, she is right. It happened to them together, and he shut down into his own world because that's what he needed, and I totally get that. But also, he's a dad, and he still needs to be there for her and help her, and it's so much for all of them to be dealing with. Clearly, he's trying to turn a corner and trying to be better, and it'll just take some time to show her that it's not just a one-off, because right now she clearly does not believe him that this isn't just a one-time thing. At this point, it's about consistency and just making sure to consistently be there for her. You just have to move forward and do what you can with what you've got now.
Some guy bumped me as I was walking past. He bumped my shoulder.
What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. I looked at him in his fat fucking face, like I saw it. Like I saw me fucking him up. It was beautiful. And then I walked away. Look, man, I called you because I wanted to talk, all right? And you're my therapist. I don't know what to do with this shit, man. I don't know.
All right, while it is totally unethical to be a psychological vigilante, I am totally, admittedly rooting for Jimmy because this is sweet, and I'm so glad that he was able to walk away. Probably other ways do exist for him to help Sean and not be a psychological vigilante, but this is sweet nonetheless.
Yes! You hungry? I'm hungry.
You are batshit fucking
No,
crazy,
man, I'm just pumped. You wanna get some dinner?
Sure. Hey, don't you have to feed your kid?
Yeah, she's actually got a soccer game.
Well, how come you ain't over there? Shit, is it because I called you?
No, it's because I'm awful.
Fuck that. Let's go.
While I don't think that the patient should be becoming the therapist, still sweet nonetheless. And he's not awful. He's just deeply traumatized and depressed over a horrendous situation that happened that he's just now having to deal with. Can we all say that yes, he could have done a better job being there for his daughter when her mother, his wife, died? Absolutely. Can you blame him when he was so deeply in love with this person, or so it seems, and she just suddenly disappeared from his life in probably the most traumatic way possible? We're all human. We all have emotions, and sometimes it's really, really hard to deal with those emotions while still also being responsible for other people. Granted, can you tell that I'm like going back in my head? Granted, he's a parent and this is his job to be strong for his child. And where do you find the balance? I don't know. That's a very difficult question to answer.
Hey, did I miss anything?
Just started.
We just started. We're good. It just started. I'm here. I'm here. Woo-hoo! Yes!
It's just about consistency and keeping on showing up for her, and I'm so glad he made it.
Hey, man.
You fucking told my wife to leave me? That's what I pay you for? Stay down, motherfucker! You wanna fucking go?
Son, I'm okay. Sean.
And this is how being a psychological vigilante gets you in big freaking trouble. Ooh. Now he's 2 for 2 with total fuck-ups.
Thanks for coming to my game.
I would have come sooner, you know. It's just, yeah, you look so much like your mom.
It's a lot. He's still struggling and he's doing his best, but he's taken one step in a beautiful right direction. If you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. It really helps a girl out. If you guys want to see the rest of the episodes in this season, I'm so happy to make this a series on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Jess the MD. I really enjoyed spending time with you. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I will see you in the very next one. Bye.